Whoops, I didn't get put on the stage. Hold on one second, you guys. Somebody's doing yard work out there and it's loud. And of course, they didn't start until exactly when we were coming on live. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Orange County. Is it hot down in Orange County? This is a good one. Hold on one second, you guys. Where's that? I saw somebody from Scotland. Boy, the hottest I ever was in Scotland. It was only 76 degrees, but the humidity, oh my God. And my boyfriend at the time had to find a fan. And at that time, and what was before 9/11, so what was it, 1999, fans weren't as available in Scotland. Maybe they are now, but anyways, I had that fan right on me. But it was the humidity, and I've been in a lot of humidity. Hawaii was pretty bad, and Georgia was really bad, but nothing like this. Hi, you guys. Thanks for coming. Ooh, 17 in the room. Yeah, I saw that he's not going. Oh, hey, Marty. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Pouring down in Western Norway. Wow. Do you guys know how to do the slow mode? I don't know how to do it unless I do it right before it come on. Hi, everybody. And tomorrow's our 3 card with the members. So that would be, what is it, you guys? Hi, Equus. That would be, oh, I guess it's 3 o'clock on the nose. I think this is the 3rd week, so it's probably MNOPQR. Yeah, I forwarded Magistar Libby's video on my community page. You guys be sure to go over and subscribe to Magistar Libby from Australia. It's just weird, the stuff they're hitting her on. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, 3 cards tomorrow, members only for M through R. And I'll probably do prayers again on Sunday because I'm getting so many doggone prayers, and you can't wait too long because then the time passes. Okay. Yeah, Libby is a doll, just a doll. And you know, I noticed, I subscribed to her, and I noticed I wasn't getting anything. In fact, I thought she was off. I know her mom had passed. I thought she was off. Ooh, somebody had a dream. Truth had a dream that Trump passed. Ooh. Violetta has trouble too. That poor kid, she's been having, and third eye champagne. Members for the 3. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, so Sterling's getting somebody pretending to be him. I need to get a hold of him because there's something I found out you do, which he's the one that knows everything. But I started doing it and no one has stolen my account since. It's something you turn off so they can't do it. Brunswick, Canada. Okay, now let me tell you something real quick, you guys, about reaching me. I'm probably going to come off Facebook because you can't listen to a story on Facebook without commercials, just like with YouTube. But I don't understand. All of a sudden, their commercial, we'll go back to this story after this commercial. So I think I'm going to come off Facebook, although I love, or I just won't open it up and watch anything. All of a sudden, my throat's acting up. So I'm on Stack. I'm on Instagram. I'm on, what else am I on? Twitter, X, the butterfly one. But I want to tell you guys something. Thank you, Cindy. Don't write to me in care of those places. People try to write to me in care of Messenger. I'm not on Messenger. So people are writing me and don't think I even see it because I'm not opening it up. So don't write to me. Write me in care of grindle9103@gmail.com. And at that, sometimes it's so overwhelming with the messages that we can't get to all of them, but we try. Also, don't think that I just ignore you because we get hundreds of messages, but we try. And that's the one way, like if you want prayers, you put prayers in the subject matter. If you were a winner, by the way, the 2 winners from the last live, Nicole will get a hold of you. We'll schedule you for next month. And then next month, we're going to do another live for the 2 winners from me. Okay. Oh, thank you, Hugh. Yeah, blue sky. That's it. Blue sky. Exactly. Yeah, and listen, let me tell you guys something. Is there something weird going on with the electricity? I just heard that Denver airport is totally shut down, no power. There's just some, we've been talking about this, big events taking place. I don't necessarily think this is something Iran did. I almost think, and out here, 1 minute you have internet, the next you don't. And it keeps, like if I'm watching a show, then it'll freeze. So, yeah, it's 80 in San Fran. But it's going to be cooler by this weekend. Actually, I think it's colder. Warmer out here. Hold on 1 second. I'm in Northern. I'm in Sonoma County. 88 degrees. So, fortunately, I have air conditioning. You better believe that sucker is hitting overtime. Data centers are going down. Yeah, I paid my bill. Yeah, there's a lot of family members that I see on Facebook. That's why I like to see pictures of my nieces and nephews and stuff, but I just may come off. Okay, so Hawaii is still recovering. Wasn't that just terrible? You guys will say a good prayer for them and bring the light. I really like that lady that had the prayer that Trump kicked off. I've been asking for a vision and I haven't got one yet. Okay, I've been asking. But I know he's down to the, and listen, they just put an interim person to take Netanyahu's place. So Netanyahu is, if he's either really injured bad or he's gone. Oh, it's 100 degrees in Phoenix. Oh, listen. Catherine, the hottest I ever was in Phoenix, Arizona. We got done our first gig there for Sedona. Now, Sedona is more north, so it's not as hot. And I came out the airport. In those days, you had to come out the airport and catch a bus to go to get your rental car. And it was unbearable. The heat hit me like I stepped into an oven. It was like 116 degrees. Thank you, Africo. Oh yeah, we'll look at the student loan because they just announced that a lot of student loan forgiveness is coming out. It was just on the news. Thank God, huh? Want something nice. Okay, so Arizona, but the thing is, it's that dry heat, you know. I can handle the dry heat. Let's answer Laura's question. Fannie Willis' office is being sued by Trump and 18 co-defendants for $17 million. Fannie was replaced by a pro-Trump attorney, and a new law will not let her come back in the fight. Outcome, I just got a thing from her. She's going to get reelected. What do you mean a new law? If she's elected, they can't kick her out. And I just gave money for her. She just had a big party because I give money to her, and she just had $125. And she's had this party about making sure she's back in business. So I didn't hear anything about that. But I got to tell you, let me double check it. I feel anything he tries to put out on her, I don't see that man lasting for the rest of the year. But anything he puts out on her isn't going to affect her. She's got some plans. I can hear her thinking. She's talking amongst her peers. Tic Tok is what I'm hearing. Tic Tok. She's going to be back on board and making it happen. And no monies will be, he's making this stuff up as he goes along. Did you hear about the judge that's just furious that they let who was her Duck Lips? Remember the one who was in the office? What was that lady's name? Duck Lips, that was in the office with, in the court hearing with Trump. What's her name? Duck Lips. 243 for Petro. Elena Haba. Yeah. And she still sneaks in there. Oh, that judge was pissed. He's going to put them all in jail. You watch. They're going to put them all in jail. Let me look at the outcome for Elena Haba. Oh, interesting, Kyle. We'll look at this next. Hold on. I don't want to lose this guy. Hold on. Did you guys hear about this? Well, listen, did you see that bagger on the news? Pumping, listen, by the way, gas is $6 a gallon up here. $5.50, $6. Diesel's more. So that Trumper, he said, the guy had the microphone. He said, so now how do you feel about Trump? She said, he's an effing blah, blah, blah. I can't stand him. And he said, but you voted for him 3 times. He said, yeah. She said, yeah, and I was stupid. I'm telling you, people are walking away from Trump. Remember, I told you guys, they'd be throwing tomatoes at him. And you know, gosh darn it, you guys. I can't even Marjorie Taylor Greene, but Rand Paul, who I couldn't stand, I called him a big chicken because he jumped the fence when the guy was shooting and shot those Republicans playing baseball. And he was the first one over the fence running away, and he's supposed to be the doctor. So why wasn't he helping people? I didn't understand that. But he told that guy, Mullen or whatever, they're trying to get to take the other Duck Lips place. He said, so now say to my face what you said about me, because I guess his neighbor beat the hell out of him. I remember I was a little gleeful over it too. Let's just look at Elena and then we'll do Florida. Okay, hold on. Are you guys frozen? No, you're okay. I don't know. This thing ain't really moving. I wonder if this is freezing out every once in a while. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate. Oh, 5,000 in the room. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Water Lily, for helping us. Lisa. Yeah, she's up in the air. She's not doing. Oh, they're all gonna go, including that drunk that drinks the box wine. That attorney thinks she's all that and a cup of tea. They're all going. Yeah, a lot of disappointing news coming up for her. She's being criticized. She's being not in a positive way. She's being told no. Her 10 of Cups is reversed. There's a battle still before her. Her picking up the pieces, I think she's pushed out. I think they tell her, you're going to jail. I think they've been telling her to get the hell out. That might end up taking away her law license because she's got bad cards. Oh, he's an optometrist? Yeah, but still he had to go through medical school to be an optometrist, right? He could do CPR. He could help people with bleeding. I'm a former nurse. I'm retired, but if somebody went down, except if it was Trump, I would help them. Yes, don't worry about all that women being able to vote. That thing he's trying to push through is not going to go through. Oh, okay. Hold on. He's not feeling well either. And he knows something's up with Bibi. Donald Trump is not feeling well. And he's been made a fool, but he still tries to act. There's crap all over him. Fecal matter is all over him. And he's still trying to act like he's somebody. Like my dad talked about when he was young, and they were in Oklahoma, which suffered greatly during the Dust Bowl. And my grandma took them all on the bus. It was her youngest son, Butch, and Earl, and my dad. And they were so proud to go to California on this bus. But I guess Uncle Butch had crapped his diaper. So I guess she didn't have room or someplace to change them so you could smell the poop. And he said, they were walking down the aisle amongst all these people singing, just little kids. We're from Oklahoma and we're proud. With a diaper full of doo-doo behind them. It just made me think of Trump. I'm from Queens and I'm proud. He just can't stand the fact that he's made to look so bad. He can't take it, you guys. This is killing him. This is worse. This absolute embarrassment. Well, we didn't really need their help. We didn't need NATO's help. Yeah, this was a test. Here's another test. Jump from this building and see if you can fly. Okay, Kyle, sorry, honey, I'm holding you off so long. Okay, the sheriffs are pulling their support for Trump. Hold on, Kyle. Let's just do a little quick check. I finally saw that movie yesterday, Song Blue or whatever. Cute little movie, but that guy that died, who's for real, they were showing he had heart disease, but according to Mike Sardina, according to when you look him up, that he fell down and hit that table on his head. That's what he died from. He didn't die from his heart. He probably had internal bleeding, brain bleed or something. Okay. Are the sheriffs in Florida pulling away from their support for Trump? There's a small shift in tone on one issue. Criticized mass deportation approaches. Said enforcement should focus on criminal offenders. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear, Florida's thinking that way. It's not a broad break with Trump, but it's enough. One sheriff, Grady Judge, even said people who are working, going to church, and not breaking laws shouldn't necessarily be swept up. I like it. I like it. So let's see how big the gap gets. You know, you would think he would change his thing with ICE or make them redo it, since he knows a lot of his support is dropping because of this. You can't kill people, American citizens. Oh, by the way, you guys, we need to look to see if Mullen actually gets in. Don't let me forget that. Ooh, yeah, my guy just said to me very clearly, they're speaking little bit, poquito más, out loud, but they're not anti-Trump because they know better, but they're not going to vote for him. That's what I just heard. Masses of people in Florida won't vote for him. Yeah, I really like that. I didn't realize that's what it was, but I really like that. And the other one is veterans. You know, he's screwing with veterans, you know, calling them suckers and losers if they get hurt or killed. And I've sent you guys the things. They're trying to keep it out of the news, but our military men are exiting stage left. They do not want to be part of this death zone. Okay, so let's get into some darkened. Oh yeah, Steve Miller's in trouble. Steve Miller's in trouble, girl. Let's look at Mullen. Will he actually, somebody on the news, that's speaking of what you just said, somebody on the news did say that they showed that lady McMahon, you know, who's in charge of the education, that they're going to begin starting the list of people whose loans were pardoned, so to speak. Okay, let's look at Mullen first, then let's look at student loans. Tell me about Mullen. He thinks he's going to win, or he's confident in it, you guys. Damn it. But somebody on the news was saying that this guy is not very smart. They said that out loud. This Mullen guy is not very smart. He thinks he's going to win, okay? Did you hear that he did a European job? He can't tell us what it is because it's top secret. But he was on, and he's never served in the military either. So I don't know what the heck this guy. No, I think this is going to come to a. I don't think they're going to put him in there. I don't know who's going to take the place, but it looks like he might have to wait if he does get in there. I think Trump will be gone before long, so we can change it up. So we'll see. Now let's look at these pardons, forgiveness for loans. I knew it was coming back, but I didn't realize it was coming back while Trump was still in office. Maybe somebody said to him, you need the young people back again. And there's one way you can do it is by forgiving their loans. Forgiving student loans, ending it all, okay? Ending it all after a long journey. So some people will be very happy. Here's the forgiveness. Here's the note coming in. a lot of springtime. So we're in spring now, right? March, April, May. Not everybody's going to get it. Some people are upset because they didn't get it. They're in the beginning process. I just heard something, so I got to tell you guys out loud. Don't lose faith, because they're going to start forgiveness on some loans here. But then I see, once Trump is gone, a mass amount of people getting forgiveness, just like with Biden. It was so nice. You'd see people say, I woke up this morning to find all my student loans were forgiven. So, yeah, I don't trust Trump. Yeah, Rand Paul's an ophthalmologist, but you do have to go through medical school. Hey, Dan. How you doing? Dan's out in the cold weather. I'm out here in the 88 degrees. My God. Oh, somebody just said, I wouldn't vote for him if he gave me $10 million. I got to tell you, that lady at the gas station was something else. What do you think about Trump? He's a worthless piece of. And then he said, "Vote. Did you vote for him?" Yeah, I voted for him 3 times, and I'm stupid. Took the words right out of my mouth. Okay, you guys. What? Oh, poor Cuba, you guys. We got to look at Cuba. And they had an earthquake. Somebody just said, Mexico's really helping out with Cuba, which is fantastic. I don't see the fall of Cuba. I don't see Trump going in there, because he's going to be exited stage left before he can. He wants to, but I don't. And he's even talking about Greenland again. He doesn't realize that the more he talks that trash, people don't want him. Just like, get him out of here. Tina, yeah. Let me look at Cuba, you guys. I see Mexico and some other countries helping Cuba, just getting stuff in there to keep them alive. Oh, they're really stuck. It could take 4 years before they rally to where they're able to get going again. They never were a rich country. I heard they're a beautiful country. Heartaches, diseases. I just heard diseases. They might be going through some sort of pandemic. They will pull their britches up. They will come to Cuba won't have militia or anything. Cuba will be like a vacation place, but it's not for another 4 years. And don't forget what I said about Zelensky. As soon as this war is over, he can step down. But I see the rebuilding of the Ukraine. I see the Sean Penn Center of Performing Arts. And I see people being able to go to Ukraine to indulge. Wait, hold on. What? Oh, I didn't hear about this. Did any of you guys hear about this? Will the artist being sued by the sheriff's department for the Mama's Lemon Pound Cake video win the case? They messed up the raid on his house. He made a music video about it, and their butt hurt. Right off the top, and I don't know anything about this, I'm almost feeling like they're going to have to stand down. That's a good question. Linda, do you see if there will be an interim government after Trump leaves? I almost feel, and I've told you guys this before, like the military has to come in and tell them, get the hell out, and I'll tell you, this probably come November when it's a blue country, but I see Trump won't even have, if he's still alive, wouldn't even have the power of vetoing because they have so many votes. They're just going to be able to vote for, you know, big time stuff against the Trump administration. There will be, like Nuremberg trials. There will be. I saw that years ago. And it's so funny because I see the Republicans saying, I didn't know him. I don't know him. They'll all turn against him because they're going by, they know that their ass is grabbed. Will the Postal Service be saved? That's a good one. I prefer cheesecake. Here we go. God, I haven't had cheesecake in a long time. I haven't had lemon pound cake. I need that recipe. So they went to us, to the Congress or whatever, and said they would be non-solvent in a year, which Trump would like to happen because he doesn't want the Postal Service. They want to privatize it. I see money coming in. I see them, listen, if they're spilling American blood and billions of dollars for this war, they can keep the Postal Service open. Let me look. Yeah, they're in a pinch right now. But it's because of Trump. He's not handing them nothing. He's not helping. They're supposed to be independent, but they're having a tough time. And they're trying to keep their purse strings tight. And they're looking at a total changeover. But it still has to be run by the government. I think it's in the Constitution. They're going on an up and down cycle, but look at this. In the end, they are solvent. In the end, they're solvent. And I wanted to tell you guys, I did get a hit. Let me give it to you what I was feeling. I'm feeling that airports are going to get shut down. I feel, because this thing's not going to pass. This thing that's coming up, they're not going to pass that SAVE Act. It's not going to pass. And then Trump's trying to be stubborn and saying, well, then fine, we'll just keep it closed. And they were talking, somebody was interviewing someone at Congress, and he put a big poster about how many unemployed people there are and thousands of dollars they have not received. And I thought to myself, you know, he was acting all put out. And I thought, well, you know, we're put out too, because you turned around and let all those January 6th people, criminals, loose. And you didn't make a big deal about that, but you're going to make a big deal about us not coming to conclusion. And we tried to say, listen, we'll pay for the airport. We'll do this, but it's going to come to a pretty heavy point because I see airports closing down. Maybe a near miss, something to do, because I think that airplane crash I saw happened. It might have been the ones overseas. It was a pretty big plane and it crashed. Yeah, I see that basically TSA says we're out of here. And the pilots have been writing to Congress and telling them, please, you know, get this, do this, pay them. And the Democrats would love to, but they don't have the votes. The Republicans refuse, but they're going to blame the Democrats. So I just want you to know that it's going to get pretty nasty. Now, I'm supposed to be flying in June, and I'm hoping it's going to be okay, but I get a bad feeling about it. I've been getting a bad feeling about it. Not that any danger. I'm getting a bad feeling that it's not going to happen. Like that the airports are just done. And then it's so outrageous, something will happen. They'll be forced. His hand is forced. Dan was just writing, did Mullen get in? I guess you weren't here when I was reading on him. I just did a whole read on Mullen, and it shows they're stuck on him. Like he he starts off thinking he's king for a day, and then they're stuck on him like he doesn't get enough votes. There's something going on. But you heard Fetterman said he'll vote for him. Somebody else out of the blue is going to say, nah, he's an idiot. It doesn't matter even if he gets in. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to go to Gettysburg in June. Already got my tickets and all that. I read on BB, and it showed that he was not with us. It showed that. You guys, if you watched my video, and they did pick an interim person to go in to take BB's place. Now, why would they do that? He's either dead or he's really wounded bad. I know, Danitar, I heard, I haven't looked, I didn't take a peek, but apparently it's the prices of everything at the grocery store are really high. And even like my dog, there's this chewy thing, this rawhide toy they used to like. I think I sent you one, Dan, for your dog. And they were reasonable. And now they're like $37 for two of them. That's like, oh, hell no. I love my dogs, but hell no. Unless it's for me. I know, PD. What if I can't get to Canada because they shut the airports, shut down. And you can't drive because the gas prices are so high. So there will be flooding in California. Boy, that was terrible flooding that happened in Hawaii. God bless Hawaii. Now, my vet said that the rawhide that I'm using, if it's real rawhide, was fine for dogs. And there was nothing wrong with it. So that's interesting. Because I took it in and said, is this okay? And they said yes. Apparently, the one I have, that's why it's so expensive. It's very digestible. Oh, listen, the minute we get in there to the White House, my friends, they will shut it down. Our president won't be able to get in there right away. He might have to stay at the Motel 6 down the street for a little bit. Notice how I said he. Because they're going to be busy taking down all that JCPenney stuff. I'll toss over a pair of my undies in case they need it for curtains. That's interesting. What was told to Scott Bissett? What was told to Scott Bissett by Trump when he called him out of the interview? I don't know what this interview was. Oh, was that the one that they said the president needs to talk to you right away? Maybe that's when he found out about Netanyahu. That's what I just heard. They might have said Netanyahu's place has been hit. That's what I hear. I could be wrong, okay? But I like my first hits. JCPenney's and Sears, those were the places. But my dad used to take my mom, hated going shopping. She was so sick with that arthritis, it was painful. But she'd take us to the JCPenney's or the Sears, and me and my sister would get 3 new dresses, Cinderella dresses, new sweaters, undies and socks, new shoes. And that beginning of the year. I used to love the smell of new clothes. I think they found bodies at the Zorro restaurant. I think there's a lot of stuff there, but I see Trump trying to stop it. Don't worry, trans folks, you're going to have to kind of keep a lower level. But I want to tell you, this is all going to pass. This is all going to pass. My friend Patty Arquette lost her sister. She was so sick and she died kind of young. But boy, she is standing up frontline, her and her sister and brothers, for trans benefits and to make sure this is all going to, I don't know why they're so afraid. And it's not a trans person that's killing children or molesting children. That probably it is. Lemon gelato. Ooh, that sounds good. Now I'm hungry for a gelato. They will find Nancy. I told you guys that, but I knew she was gone, but they will eventually find her. Maybe, the skull at least. Equus, my guide's saying water. What's that about? Probably an onslaught of water. Not here, though. It's definitely too hot, but it's going to have a lot of storms. There's a lot of unexpected tornadoes. The energy is so off. Oh, hold on, Dan. Oh, 38%. He's still in the 30s. I think technically he's in the 15%. I can't believe, and this is the other thing I want to tell you guys. You know how they're talking about, CBS? Did you hear CBS ratings are just plummeting? Nobody's going to watch it. Hello, yours truly included. Anything to do with Trump, I will not touch. I don't watch American Idol anymore because of, not that I watched it that much, but I won't even glance at it because of Carrie Underwood. But so listen, he's so bad. And there's so little people that want to be part, because if you guys have been watching, he stopped going to events because he got booed so bad. And if you guys notice, they're just drifting off. Nobody wants anything. They're paying $6 a gallon for gas. The unemployment is through the roof, and you're going to vote for this guy again? I don't think so. I think they want him gone. And I think what'll happen when you guys get nervous about, so-and-so's buying Paramount and all this, these big rich people, it's not going to make no difference because nobody's going to watch nothing that has to do with them. You got to have the people. You have to have the people. And how can you have the people when nobody will watch it? And they can't stand what you represent. George Bush went below 30 after his midterms. Oh, wow. I know, right, Julie? I'm shocked he's above 20%. Oh, and did you hear about Beyonce losing 10 million subscribers? But that's because of her husband, right? Didn't her husband take off overseas? Because he's all part of this Epstein thing. I was thinking about how much I would love to be in Ireland right now, but I got friends in Ireland that's saying the politics in Ireland are a little underwater. $8,711 in the room. Thank you, guys. I know, don't you guys love it? He referred to Gavin Newsom as the president. And Gavin Newsom, by the way, hold on. Uno momento, por favor. Oh, there's a bunch of news right now. They're talking on TV. Lawmakers speak after Epstein briefing. Why don't we trust her? Because she's a liar. And that Judiciary Committee spying on members of Congress when they were looking at the documents. This guy's really, I'll catch it later. Men's in shorts. A young man in a hurry. And he didn't mind telling people he had been dyslexic. There's a lot of famous people who are dyslexic. Okay. Yeah, Susie Wiles, by the way, is going to make it through her cancer. She's got it real early, and they caught it early. She's going to be okay. Hey, Mari. Hi, Janet from Australia. Yeah, don't worry. Susie Wiles is, well, I know you guys aren't worried about her, but she's going to make it from that cancer. But Trump likes to use it, like he went up there and said that one particular congressman was going to die. Okay, hold on. You guys are going kind of fast, but let me. Let's see what this. Problems on YouTube. Do you see internet being shut off like Russia? No, I don't see that. Although Trump would love that, but I don't see it. Are there troubles with YouTube right now? No confirmed major YouTube outages or troubles. March 10th, there had been a temporary outage, but it was resolved. So I don't want, he's not going to be able, this is the United States. He tends to think this is the Trump organization, but he can't, look at what he did. He went in here acting like he ruled the roost. He was going to get payback. They did all kinds of stuff to Fannie, to Letitia, to anybody that they thought did them wrong. And all of it's being tossed out. And it's driving, even the people that he put into place are voting up against him. Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh, what's this? Will the flights in Europe be affected by this fuel shortage because of the Iran war? Why do I feel Europe is a little different than the US? Flights in Europe, will they be affected by this? He's trying to be so angry. He's trying to hold on. And I see people coming to him saying, sir, you're going to have to let this go. And then I see the military just done with him. There's going to be another hit on a U.S. ship. I see a fire. I wonder if we'll hear about it because they try to not tell us anything. If you notice, you're getting less and less information. Israel, you'll go to jail for 5 years if you talk about it. You can still make your trips, my friend. This is you celebrating. So no, but it's a good thing you've already got your ticket. Okay. I saw something with New York, some sort of, either they stopped some sort of terrorist action or there's some, it's not horrible though. It's not Armageddon. It's not 9/11. I know counterintelligence officials have resigned. Everybody's resigning, but let me tell you something. They're all coming in underneath the table. And they're all talking amongst themselves about the plan to get rid of him. I'm telling you, I can feel it. I can taste it. And I think that dream that one of my clients had when she said it to me, it rang so true about the military coming into Congress and saying, you need to impeach him now. You need to impeach him now. And we're here to take him out. So I'm sorry if the live chat isn't working well, honey. I'm so sorry. Oh, but wasn't that the Gerald Ford fire started deliberately? I'm telling you, the military ain't going to put up with this. Them young guys, they don't want to lose their life over this. It makes no damn sense. I'm telling you, we're looking at the military just making about, and I told you guys this I see the military saying, no, the higher ups though are kissing his butt, but the regular ones, hedgehogs knows they're in trouble too. I can see him with those shifty eyes. I see him thinking, you know who else is afraid, and I'm not quite sure why. Cross-eyed McGee, what's his name? Patel. I see him worried, like looking for his exit points. Every time, now that whenever I see him, I think about the nanny when she watched the Columbo shows. In the first 10 minutes, you knew who did it. And then after that, you were just trying to figure out which one was the glass eye. Cash Patel, yeah. Bring our military home. Exactly. And shame on those people calling this something war. A religious war. Stormy Daniels is probably not living in the United States. Once he got back in there, did you hear they want to grab, who was that sweet young girl that came out? She befriended at that board thing where they talked about what Trump did and nobody cared. Oh, God, what was her name? Sweet gal, I have her audiobook. They want to get her. She was young and she witnessed all this stuff and she had to say something. Thank you, Spoonie. Oh, you guys are probably... Casey Hutchinson. Yeah, her. She's not around either. Thank you, Elena. Boy, and her dad was a big Trumpster. It was really hard on her. Cassidy Hutchinson. They're talking about putting her, doing church. She's gone. I don't know who helped her. I see somebody giving her a nice little flat somewhere. I almost feel like Italy. No, it's the American military that gets rid of Trump. I read on that William Hasland, a UFO alien specialist, I didn't feel murder. I felt Harry Carey. I hope I'm wrong, but I felt like he took off like the pressure was too much. That's what I got, so I hope I'm wrong. Oh, that's a shame. Cassidy's mentor died last week. Alexander Butterfield. I'm going to just take a quick look, okay? This will be our last question. But let's ask all of you guys energetically. Ask for the truth and nothing but the truth about the foreseeable outcome for Donald J. Trump. The foreseeable outcome for Donald J. Trump. Oh, and let me tell you guys real quick before I go on with this. I just saw that all these congressmen and senators, even the Democratic ones that were taking money from Israel. By the way, Russia's having a hard time because they can't get their drones from Iran anymore. But all these guys that took money, and Dan Goldman was one of them, which broke my heart. All of them have a come to Jesus moment. All of them have to explain themselves because I do see America, but it was the old country, with your old farts, your Dianne Feinsteins, your Nancy Pelosi, your Schumer and all of them. We're going to get a whole new breed and even replacing a lot of the ones you guys thought would stay in for a long time. I wish I did, 27. She said, you see Orange and Melania on a big plane that crashes. Please, please, please. Okay, here we go. About how much longer? And then he said he talked to a former president. And he was, sir, I'm so glad you hit Iran. It was something I wanted to do. And I thought, oh my God. And all the other presidents said, wasn't us. I said, it was 45. He talked to 45. Okay, here we go. March 28th, that's going to be huge. The No Kings protest. Huge. Okay, here we go. He just wants some good news, but he's getting nothing but bad news. And he's having to put out fires. He's mad at everybody. Everybody's staying away from him, even Hedgehog. Even Marco Rubio doesn't know if he's coming or going. Look at this, you guys. And the magic is upside down. So we're still in Pisces, right? Let me look real quick. I just saw Gavin Newsom standing in the White House. I wonder it's because his book's right here. I just saw Gavin Newsom standing in. I don't know which way or the other. I was going to wait till we get closer, but I'm thinking he's going to get in there. And, he's a little older. Yeah, but he's going to wipe them out. Oh, my God. And laugh the whole time he's doing it. Oh my God, you guys, I just got a hit, and I might have told you guys this hit before. Remember when I told you that when he lost in 2020, he was telling everybody, I'm staying, I'm not leaving? Well, and then I saw the military, the big generals coming in and saying, sir, if you don't go, we'll have to physically remove you. Do you want the public to see that? I really heard that out loud. Well, no. And then he left, but it was stolen and all this bull. But although they say he did say he knew he lost. So then I just now saw military standing around him again. And I feel like they're telling him to get out. He should be out right now once we found out that he let Putin carte blanche. But Putin's going down too. But that he was, kissing Putin's rear, and Putin is giving them info to kill the American soldiers. That's ridiculous. Entertainment purposes, by the way. I was hoping maybe he's, feet first, but I feel we're going to get to watch him suffer. And then he's going to have to go to some military hospital because he's not well. That's what I saw. I see Melania taking off, getting out of the country. He wants to get out of the country, or his plan, either he leaves out of the country because he knows he's in trouble and they bring him back, or he gets caught before he leaves. But he's not around for long. He's not going to last for long. All right. I hate to give you guys this good news. ICE is about ready to go. Yeah, and those Dodge boys are in trouble. It's so wonderful, the things that are getting ready to happen. I don't know. I haven't found. Let me find out. Hold on. I know he's not in the Epstein files. You know who else? Dwayne Johnson didn't. He was offered to go to the island, and he refused. I was very, he's a sort of a Trumpster, but I was very happy to hear that. Did Gavin Newsom take money from Israel? There's no solid evidence that Gavin Newsom has taken money from Israel as a government or a country. There's no credible reporting that Gavin Newsom has received money from the Israeli government. Newsom has publicly said multiple times he has never received $1 from AIPAC. That's the one that I don't like. Those AIPAC people are going to go. I never have and never will. No money taken. So if you hear a rumor that he did, thank you. Thank you, you guys. If you hear a rumor that he took money from AIPAC, it's a lie. I'm glad you brought it up so we could check it out. It says no, Sylvia. He's never taken money from AIPAC. Send us your proof, Sylvia. So, okay. Okay, let's look. Has Jasmine Crockett taken money from AIPAC? Has Jasmine Crockett taken money from AIPAC? It's not spelling it correctly. There's no solid mainstream evidence that Jasmine Crockett has taken direct money from AIPAC. There's no widely confirmed reporting from major outlets, official filings showing Jasmine Crockett has received direct donations. So there you go. So before saying someone's taken it, but they've proven that a lot of our senators have taken it, but so you guys stand in there, you stay tight, you give a prayer, you ask the realm to take care of business, you ask the angelic soldiers to come down here and clean it up. I love you all. No, Mullins, I don't know. I see Mullins at a stalemate, like they might have to choose somebody else. That's what I'm getting. It doesn't show, oh, yes, he's in. No, Iran wasn't close to a nuke, not at all. All right, you guys, I love you all, and I'll be back. So what's today? Wednesday? Yeah, tomorrow's my members. Love you all. Cheers. Thank you to my Christine, Water Lily, Lisa. Thank you guys for my moderator. Thank you. Bye.